Over the last few videos, we've been talking about the patterns we all develop and how they can sometimes leave us feeling stuck. One of the most useful ideas in transactional analysis is that we don't always respond to life from the same place. Instead, TA suggests that we move between three different ego states: the parent, the adult, and the child. Now, when I say parent and child, I don't mean your age, and I don't mean whether you're actually a parent. These are simply names for different ways of thinking, feeling, and behaving that we all move between throughout the day. Sometimes you might hear a voice in your head saying, "You should have done better," or "Don't make a fuss." That's one kind of ego state. At other times, you might find yourself calmly looking at the facts, weighing things up, and deciding what makes sense in the present moment. And then there are moments when you feel playful, excited, curious, or perhaps hurt, anxious, or rebellious. The wonderful thing about TA is that it gives us a way of recognizing these different parts of ourselves without judging them. Because none of these ego states is good or bad. They all have an important role to play. The real question is whether the ego state we're using is helping us in that particular moment. Over the next few videos, we'll look at each of these ego states in much more detail, starting with the parent. As you go through your week, see if you notice moments where your thoughts, feelings, or behaviour seem to shift. You don't need to analyse them or try to change them. Just become curious. Because as we've already seen, once we begin to notice our patterns, we create the possibility of choosing something different.